When you think of the Wii, you probably think of happy, normal games like Mario Kart or Super Mario Galaxy. You might even think of Enjoy Your Massage, this massage game I found. Ew. But what if I told you that not all Wii games are sunshine, rainbows, and questionable massage imagery? Like really questionable. What are we doing here? Who is this for? This is your first massage. No, something's wrong with her face. Anyway, Escape from Bug Island is a survival horror game released for the Wii just 13 days after its launch in Japan. It's rated M for, that's a lot of bugs on this island. And it gained critical acclaim and commercial success. Wait, no it didn't, my bad. I was looking at the B-movie game reviews. People really liked that game, but they kind of hated this one. Go throw a spider at someone, it's a whole lot more fun. Ooh, that's a professional review, that's gotta hurt. But because I'm unable to say no to something with a name like Escape from Bug Island, I played this clunky, funky mess of a game. Ah! No, leave me alone. And I don't think I could have spent 6 hours of my time in a more productive way. This game has everything. Sexy lizards, time travel, a romance story that puts the Notebook to shame. And yet, I haven't heard anyone talk about it. Like many things from 2006, it seems like the world has willingly forgotten Escape from Bug Island. So I'm speaking out to do my part to educate the masses, because this game deserves to be talked about, or at least made fun of. Without any further ado, welcome to Escape from Bug Island. Oh, also, hi, hello, my name's Cheese. Sorry I haven't posted in a second. I hope this makes up for it. Our story centers around Ray, this guy who looks like a Duck Dynasty cameraman, and his two friends, Michelle and Mike. And out of this trio, I have to say that Ray is like the best character. These two are frankly insane. You're gonna learn how and why. But what I first noticed about them is that she is not appropriately dressed for camping, and he keeps acting like he's gonna shoot us with a shotgun.
You know, if you keep staring like that, you're gonna go blind.
Like just staring generally? Oh my god, don't shoot her for that. So those aren't great signs. Also, what is on his shirt? I can't tell if this was like 2006 fashion or just like nonsensical. Anyways, Michelle has taken us to this island because she loves bugs, and she got this book called the Necronotes, and apparently it details all the bugs here. And they're supposed to be pretty special, but little does she know they're kind of special in an evil way. Oh my god. This book was written by author Robert Dallas. Yes, that's his full name, his full real name. And he's also the only one in this game to get a last name. So yeah, know that. Ray and Mike both have crushes on Michelle, which is why they're here too.
Did you say something about Michelle?
After getting off their boat, they set up a tent near the beach and were treated to a tutorial on how to play. Oh no, it's one of these games. Yep, all the combat in this game is motion controls. And you're probably thinking to yourself, motion controls for a horror game? That doesn't sound good. And you're right, it's bad. You'll be running for your life from an 8-foot tall praying mantis, accidentally shake your controller a little bit, and then bam, you're tumbling like you're on Dance Moms. So anyways, Ray uses this lovely trip to Bug Island as an opportunity to confess his love for Michelle. But he gets into a fight with Mike, who decides to confess his love before Ray can. Who will she pick? Will Mike shoot Ray with a shotgun? How about tomorrow? Oh Find out on the next episode of Bug Island. So Michelle, conflicted on who to pick between the trigger-happy, fashion-blind mess that is Mike and Ray, the normal guy, decides to go run off into the woods before making her decision. Because Mike doesn't respect women or gun safety practices, he decides to go after her while we stay here. Why does this type of thing always seem to happen to me? So Ray just sits there by the campfire for a little bit, chilling and probably listening to like Radiohead or something. That's a lot of bugs on this island. That's a lot of bugs on this island. And then he realizes, hey, it's been a while since my love interest and evil badly dressed friend set out. Maybe I should go look for them. So that's what he does. And like that, we're off. I started by pillaging the campsite. Ooh, a sody.
Tasty island cuisine.
Oh. And then just kind of guessed where I should go after that, because they don't tell you anything. But after a while of walking, I knew I was in the right place because this cutscene played. Oh my god, did that just fall from the sky? What's going on? So these are giant centipedes, and they're the first bug that we encounter on Bug Island, which is kind of crazy that it took this long, but whatever. Then we take maybe 10 steps forward and something else happens. Oh no, more bugs? Bugs in the water? Crustaceans? Oh. Ah! I'm not gonna lie, this caught me so off guard. I was prepared for bugs, but not fish. I guess bugs in Fish Island just didn't have the same ring to it. Don't worry though, we get right back to bugs with this lore-accurate praying mantis right up ahead. He may look scary, but we can easily defeat him by poking him with a giant stick a few times. Just kind of like real bugs, I guess. At least they did their research. Now before I continue with the plot, I have to talk about the gameplay. When you turn on your light, every bug in artillery distance flocks to you in an instant, and then you have to use the motion controls to fight them, which is a very scary experience. Nobody should be forced to use motion controls like that. So the strategy here is just to wander around in the dark and run past every bug you see, because killing them really does nothing for you. Like, it gives you these purple points, but I never figured out what they're for, or if I could use them anywhere. And they give you stats like you're in a Sonic game at the very end of each level, which just made me feel bad. I think I got like a D at the end of the game for like the whole entire run. Okay, segue over, let's get back to it. So after that, and a few more praying mantis fights, which are kind of a piece of cake, besides the fact that I was shaking my controller like a madman the entire time, Ray makes his way to a small shack in the forest. Inside are two other characters, Harry the entomologist and this baddie named Lynn. My first thought when I arrived was, wow, he really does look like a guy that studies bugs. And wow, she kind of looks like Fergie a little bit. Side note, but do you guys think Fergie could survive Bug Island? I think she could. I still go to Taco Bell. From the moment they start talking, it's obvious that they like both hate each other viscerally. These clapbacks are insane though, so good for them. Harry, shut up, you've been no help at all. True. You don't really get any information out of them. Harry just asks you to retrieve a briefcase that he left near a mantis nest. So I guess we're putting Project Save Michelle on the back burner for now, which honestly I have no problem with. So you go off and clear this nest. Ew. And then get the item that you were supposed to get. And this is where the game gets kind of interesting. You make your way back to the shack, and for some reason, you come back to them outside and running away from a mantis, which, no, like, stay in your shack. Like, what am I doing this for if you're just gonna leave? Whatever. So just when you think Harry is, like, about to be eaten by a giant praying mantis, an even bigger King Kong-ass gorilla falls out of the sky and kills him. No, the scientific community. No, this is so sad. Pour one out for world-renowned scientist Harry. The entomology world will remember him. Maybe he'll get like a bug named after him. Also, wait, what just happened? Did a giant gorilla just come out of the sky and kill one of the main characters? Yeah, so apparently it's not just Bug Island. It's bug and giant ape and fish, and we're really kind of running out of things here that it isn't. Let's just call it Island at this point, or Big Thing Island. This game is so dumb. So Ray plays the hero again and throws a rock at the giant ape so Lynn can get away. And now he's pissed at us, which is a great plan. So we have to escape. But don't worry, I stay very calm. Ah, monkey! Monkey! Get me away! 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 After a very long and awkward chase scene, we get away by tricking him into stepping into a pile of some bugs. But he's got bugs on him now. I totally meant for that to happen. And it's on to the next area, the Grove. They make you fight even more bugs and slash your way through vines and stick your hand in mysterious ant piles, the typical survival horror stuff. Oh, they jump. Oh, they jump. Ah, they jump. Oh, I hate it here. I hate it here bad. That's a really bad sound. Don't put your whole hand in there. And there are even some bridge crossing sections and a mini boss, both of which are kind of unremarkable. Oh my god, Mothra. Run, girl, run! Also, we start finding these mysterious notes written by a stranger. They're pretty entertaining. Dear Diary, there's a body in the woods. Kind of sounds like something for a police report and not your journal, but okay. March 4. Dear Diary, I think all my friends are dead. I feel bad, but then none of us were that close. Dear Diary, well, I found my girlfriend. At least I think it's my girlfriend. She recognized me right off the bat and ran into the woods. Apparently my girlfriend is taken up with a colony of Amazonian lizard women. Dear... I've decided that enough is enough. I would pay tens of dollars to be in the writing room where these miracles of dialogue and story writing happened. But that's about it for the Grove, so we head onwards. Just after we make it through this river area, we hear a scream and find out Michelle and Mike are somehow miles ahead of us on a bridge, fighting a giant spider. Mike finally puts his unsafe gun practices to use and tries to fight, but apparently it isn't enough, and he's left dangling off the side. Michelle, being Michelle, actually just faints because literally doing anything is too much for her, I guess. Making decisions, not running off into the woods, fighting giant enemy spiders. We see that she's saved by the maybe mysterious stranger. Who is this guy? But we have no clue what happens to Mike, so we gotta run up this hill Kate Bush style to get to him. When you get to the top of the hill, there's this tree in your way, so you have to use ants as bombs to get rid of the tree. This is a little creative on their part, and mildly infuriating. Ah! They exploded! Ah! Yes! And you finally reach Mike, who somehow has been holding on this entire time. So naturally we chuck a couple ant bombs at the spider, and it loosens its grip on the bridge, but unfortunately so does Mike.
Mike, no!
Mike, no, 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 no. Oh, I'm gonna miss him. Maybe. Look at Ray's emotional reaction. Okay, well, you will be missed, Mike, but at least Michelle won't be far away now, right? Right? We move on to another shack in the woods, but this time there are lizard women, like lizards, but they're also only women, and they're made, I think, for a very specific demographic. What? 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 One of them almost gets Lynn, the girl from earlier. Don't know how she got here with the whole spider bridge situation, but okay, whatever. But our mystery man steps in to save the day. I didn't put this together then, but this is Robert Dallas right here. The Robert Dallas, man who wrote the Necronotes. Crazy, I know. I need his autograph. They go on up ahead, and as usual, we have to catch up. After swiping left on all the lizard women in the area, get away from me. We finally catch up to them in the sand dune. Gee gosh, I hope nothing bad happens to Robert Dallas. I hope there are no bugs in this sand dune. No. No! No! There were bugs in the sand dune. I'm actually so devastated that we lost Robert Dallas and Lynn at the same time. Y2K icons gone too soon. Whatever though, where's Michelle? Not here apparently, so we have to keep going. We head through the long-ass cave section and finally reach this temple inside an active volcano, triggering one of the most iconic cutscenes in this game. Oh yeah, sorry, did I mention that there's an active volcano in this game on the island? That's important. Anyways, just watch this. Oh my god, my girl. How'd she get in here? Oh my god. Hello? This is cinematic gold right here. He's just watching her ass sleep. So she freaks out, of course, and she tries to run away, and then for some reason runs outside, and of course he's there. And the monkey accidentally punches through this wall, which allows her to like escape by going deeper into this active volcano. Oh my god. I have so many questions. How did she get there? Did Robert Dallas carry her all the way there and then go back and then get eaten by a sandworm? How is the giant monkey thing inside here, and why does he hate Michelle as much as I do? So we go through the active volcano to finally find our girl Michelle, but on our way we learn a crucial piece of information. This isn't just any cave in a volcano with a temple on an island full of monster bugs. This cave has time travel abilities. Do you see where do you see where I'm going with this? I really hope you do, because this is a lot. This is a lot for a Wii game. After plunging far enough, we find Michelle and save her from a bunch of flies, which, I mean, really? Flies? After everything we've gone through, she can't handle flies. Oh my god. She gives us a key for some reason, and then uses this opportunity to ask about Mike, because, say it with me this time, she's awful. And then we have to escort her out of this cave. Tamara, you are useless. Unfortunately, we don't get very far. We reach a chasm inside of the cave with this mysterious blue aura kind of glowing within it. And this giant bug with questionable tentacles appears, and we have to fight him, of course. It absolutely RKOs Michelle. Fly high, little angel. And knocks us into the blue no-go zone. No! Is this the end? Did we escape Bug Island through the final release of all things, death? No, of course not. We got sent back in time by like 6 hours to redo everything we just did. This time with every item we've collected along the way, and the knowledge that Bug Island is like a marathon track for Michelle. Now, I just want to take a moment to acknowledge how crazy this is. Like, how weird it is that this entire game is about time travel, actually, and you don't know it until you have to complete the entire game over. I thought I was gonna be done at this point, and this was like heartbreaking to hear that I had more to go. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, don't worry. I'm right there with you. I'm gonna try and make this as brief as I can. Naturally, Ray wakes up confused, thinking everything he just saw was an awful nightmare, but don't worry, he quickly catches up. Not before Michelle leaves with Mike though. Like, bro could not stop the one thing that starts all of this. Oh, we also get a pistol this time. Thank God. Now, when we encounter world-renowned entomologist Harry and diva doll Lynn in their shack, we're able to save Henry by... Oh, wait. Henry? Harry? Wait, I forgot his name. Okay, Harry. We're able to save Harry by warding off the giant ape with a revolver. He's extremely grateful. I did it. I got away. Did you see that? That was amazing. You suck. And then tells us to take a shortcut at the mountain so we can intercept everyone else. This so-called shortcut actually probably took more time and pain and ant bombs to get through than the original route. But it's okay. I feel like I'm starting to relate more to Ray. These lizard women will try to drown you in this section, but after you escape, they just kind of stare at you awkwardly. I also messed up and backtracked for like 20 minutes because I got lost, which was more devastating than Michelle's death to me. But okay, we're back at the bridge, this time with a gun and a mission to save Mike. Oh, and a couple Molotov cocktails we picked up in the swamp. So I do the reasonable thing and throw a big bottle of flammable liquid at the flammable spider nest next to this flammable bridge. Unsurprisingly, this doesn't really solve the problem, and now an angry spider is fighting me on a rickety bridge. Oh, that's an eagle, that's not... Nothing my pistol and a lot of patience and healing can't handle though. Once we've axed Charlotte's web over here, we can go save Mike, I guess. He does give us a shotgun though, and automatically I felt 10 times safer. Not because I have a shotgun, but more because he doesn't have a shotgun now. Well, I'm still gonna jump on Michelle. Holy shit. Not likely. Inexplicably, Mike, who's now unarmed, decides to go looking for Michelle on his own. And low-key, thank God, I just want him out of here. Okay, back to the lizard women and Robert Dallas saving Lynn, yada yada, we've seen this before. But this time, we get to the dunes before Lynn and Mr. Dallas, and so we can take care of the worms before they get there and subsequently save their lives. And guess what? This is my fiance, Robert Dallas. Fiance? You mean Lynn is soon to be Lynn Dallas, wife of famous author Robert Dallas of the best-selling cursed entomology book Necronotes? Wow, shocking. He keeps plugging his book while Ray desperately pleads for Michelle's location, but he also confirms that we did in fact travel back in time through the Cave of Time wormhole thing. Apparently the big monster there is called Beelzebub, and Robert claims responsibility for putting Michelle in the temple, which answers like one question and raises 20 others. But Ray is thankfully the only reasonable one here and just straight up runs off. Oh, there I go. We do a real quick run through the tunnel and find Michelle sound asleep in the temple. I can't believe after all this time we finally caught up to her. I feel so good. She starts to ask about Mike. Where's Mike? Shut up. Is he nearby? Oh my God, you're dumb. But then Robert Dallas and Lynn show up, which is nice, I guess. I mean, we could have all gone together and that kind of would have been nice, but also Lynn starts fangirling over our boy Robert Dallas. Robert Dallas. Okay, why are we interested in Robert Dallas right now? There's a lot more going on. Please. You're serious? The Robert Dallas? Genuinely, this name has taken over my life in the last 2 months. Okay, so Robert Dallas is experiencing the side effects of being on Bug Island for too long, and the toxic gas leaking from the volcano is mutating him. Luckily, because he's not just a book author, he's also perhaps a great biomedical scientist. He says he's synthesized a cure for his illness, and maybe every illness ever in the world, using the stuff from Bug Island. But unfortunately, he's taken too much of the cure-all and is now immune, so he dies anyway. With Lynn right there. After all of that, he just keels over. This is the second time Robert Dallas has died in this game, and I was not prepared for it either time. This diva has had enough, and apparently is just gonna call in a helicopter. You mean you could have called a helicopter this whole time? Oh, relax, everything's fine. Your boyfriend just died? Yeah, except for your dead boyfriend. Yeah. This has been a really bad day. I don't know if I can defend her on this one. Also, somehow during this very short interaction, Michelle ran away again. We have to do the whole giant ape fight thing once again. I want to reiterate that we could have gone home at this point. We could have been done with Bug Island, but Michelle just wants to keep going, and I'm like actually pissed, and it's not getting better, and I hate her so much. I really do. Whatever. This time we actually have to euthanize the giant ape instead of running away, which is really hard. Uh-oh. Yes! Now it's time to go save Michelle from herself. Again. She's dying from smoke inhalation, as per usual, and then we run into the big guy. Beelzebub and his freaky tentacles are all up on Michelle. So it's up to us to hit a small portion of his body with a tiny weapon until he's pissed off enough that he just dies. Oh. I'm goated, I guess. Then Ray revitalizes Michelle with the cure-all serum that Robert Dallas made earlier, and we get our happy ending.
Let's go home.
Yes.
Oh, look at them, they're running off. Now you're probably thinking, wow, I didn't really follow most of that, and I'm so glad it's over. Well, you'd be wrong. Lynn's helicopter arrives, and somehow she didn't make the connection that the helicopter can't seat everybody in the party. So naturally, Ray, who at this point is conditioned to being abused, decides to volunteer as tribute and not go on the helicopter. His plan is to use the boat at the very beginning of the game to get off Bug Island, and luckily they don't make us run back, they just kind of cut to when he's there. But just as we're about to get on that goddamn boat, guess who shows up? Robert Motherlovin' Dallas is back, this time as Mothman. I'm sorry, I can't keep it together for this. I don't know, he mutated into this horrific thing, and we have to fight him to get off this island. I had no healing items at this point in the game, so I literally just foraged for mushrooms half of this fight. You also have to enter first person mode to use the gun, which is awful because it takes a full 5 seconds to get oriented. My point is this was a really bad time for me, and I just almost started crying. But don't worry, I'm goated, so Mothman Robert Dallas was no match for my pistol. And now we're finally off this goddamn island. And that's it, there's this final cutscene of them just kind of maybe looking at each other even though one's in the sky and one's on a boat. It's kind of weird, but you know, let freaks be freaks, I guess. Okay, so that was a lot, right? Let's take a step back. My number one question for this game is why and how does Michelle get all the way through this total drama island so quickly? I was hauling ass through these woods and hills the entire time, and I can't even catch up to Robert Dallas when he's dragging her unconscious body through a cave and up the stairs to a temple. And how long did Ray sit by the fire in the beginning? Does Michelle have a death wish, or is she just training for a 10K? And while we're talking about the temple, why is Donkey Kong in the game? And the lizard women and this weird dog man thing that I also forgot to mention because I was dissociating by the time I first encountered them. I think you can see why this game didn't do well, but I can tell you that there were times where I was genuinely scared. I think the problem is it was just awful to play, and I think it's hard to like a game when you hate everybody in it. Nevertheless though, these characters are kind of iconic, and I'm sad to see them fade into the ether. So that's why I'm making a GoFundMe for Escape from Bug Island 2. I think they could do a better job this time, you know? Put it on the Switch 2 or something. Anyways, that's really all I have to say about this game. If you like this video, please give it a like and maybe consider subscribing. This is my first long form video, and I did enjoy making it despite the challenges. I really want to hear your thoughts on this game too, mostly so I feel like I'm not insane and didn't spend all this time for nothing. So please let me know in the comments what you thought. And if you want more videos like this, also let me know. Yeah, thank you so much for watching, and as always, stay cheesy.
Oh shit, here we go. You know what it is. Bug Island. You ever seen a bug on an island? No. You wanna see a bug on an island? Yeah. You ever seen a bug on an island? No. You wanna see a bug on an island?